Hey everybody, so it's been a few days since Tanki Classic was officially announced. We know it's coming to the game. The big question now is, when is it going to come to the game? Because there's a lot of speculation on if it's going to be a year, 2 years, a few months. And I have a few ideas based on both what Hazel said in the past, what Hazel said when Tanki Classic officially got leaked. And I'm going to go over that, the details that we know, and kind of hopefully give a rough estimate as to when the game's actually going to, officially be announced. So let's get straight into the video. So the first thing I want to look at is a quick snippet from the interview we had with him a year ago. Let's just go ahead and take a listen.
So we need to rebuild the core on the fly. It's kind of hard, but we're halfway there. And when we'll announce our big plans, you will realize that this, what we were doing is making sense, and you will be on board. I'm not sure that Russian players will be on board, but I'm sure it will happen next year. You will learn it, and you will see what we're going to do, and you realize how big it is.
Okay.
And I'm not going to know. I hinted a lot already. Yeah. I'm not going to say any other word, because if I say anything, you will realize instantly what is going on.
This was one of those things that happened right after he was talking about contracts, so it could be contracts related. But again, I think he was probably hinting more towards Tanki Classic. Now, obviously, if Tanki Classic is what he was talking about, that means we should be getting Tanki Classic in December. Unfortunately, I think he was talking more about contracts. I mean, if he was talking about contracts, they should be coming this year. And if he wasn't talking about contracts, we should be getting Tanki Classic this year. But unfortunately, I don't think that's what he was talking about. Now, Hazel also made a comment about Tanki Classic when it was initially announced. I can't show you the image because it was actually shared to me in private, but we can definitely speculate based on what he said. I'll give you guys a rough gist of what he said. So basically, Hazel was talking about why now? Why Tanki Classic now? Now, obviously, I think there's a big argument to be made about, all these different Tanki Online ripoffs that have been coming out, and that's a big reason for maybe this happening. Although I do think a large reason for Tanki Classic is both to bring back old players, grow a new player base, get something exciting going in Tanki Online once again, because it's been so long since we've had something really intriguing and something bringing back the entire player base. So this is definitely something. So Hazel's talking about, why now? So he says it will make sense in a few months, meaning we're probably going to be getting more details here in a few months on what actually is happening in the game. And he also talked about some positive marketing for the game and just overall hype for the game for the next upcoming year or so. So based on what he said, building up hype for the next year or so, or upcoming year, I think we're looking at probably 6 months to a year until the game officially comes out. Now, I'm pretty disappointed by this. I would love to see it. It's like you could either release it in December or in the summertime. I think they're either going to release it summertime of next year or Christmas of next year, because those are the two times you want to release games. Because first of all, you're going to have the most amount of people, playing video games around summer and Christmas time, and it's not really smart unless there's like some Russian holiday they can release Tanki Classic on. We're probably looking at a summer next year release or a Christmas next year release, which again is a huge bummer considering the hype is probably going to die off after 3 to 6 months. I think building up hype for a game for about a year, that's too long for hype to continue. So I do think probably around that 6-month mark is what we're looking at, because everyone is freaking happy. We're getting new content. So many people are coming back to look at the videos and see what's going on. And this could mean so much for growth of my channel, growth of new channels, growth of the game in general, the player base, just so much stuff that could happen. And it just sucks that we're probably looking at a 6-month to a year timeline for it coming out, unless it comes out this Christmas. I'm saying there's probably like a 5% chance it comes out in December, and then more than likely either next summer or next Christmas we're looking at for the release timeline, which kind of sucks. But you let me know what you guys think about Tanki Classic. I'm excited for it. I hope it's going to be around the 2014 to 2016 timeline for the game. That would be awesome. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'll see you in a future video. Peace out, everyone.